Alright guys, welcome to MUFC Daily on Full Time Devils. I would say happy Friday, but it's not really a happy Friday, is it? We got knocked out of the Europa League last night, which wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't against Liverpool. We got knocked out after a 1-1 draw, after the abysmal first leg display where we lost 2-0. To be honest, last night, we've wanted desire, we've wanted heart, we've wanted our players to actually look like they care in games. And last night, in that first half, I thought they did. I thought they put everything into it. I don't doubt that every single player, 100%, was trying to win that game in that first half. But the fact that we still went in at half-time 1-1 suggests to me that it's not a lack of passion at times. It's more a lack of quality, that those players just aren't good enough. And I'm not defending the manager because he's had quite a lot of money and quite a few transfer markets to get it right. And he was sure that this squad was good enough. And that seems to be, well, it's looking now, a disastrous call from Louis van Gaal, and I do think it will cost him his job. Now, I had to be really quick on that one. Go and check out the fan cams if you want to see everyone's reaction from last night, including mine. Mine's up there as well. I'm going to move on because I've got loads of stuff to get through today. Howard Webb, after the game last night, of course, the ex-referee, has branded Fellaini a thug. This was because of his elbows last night. They were out again in force, including one very, very bad one on Emre Can. Can't really see it from where I'm sat in the stadium, but I saw it on the replays after, and yeah, it's not really very nice, is it? And at the end of the day, you can call players thugs all they want, but Man United have had plenty of thugs in the past. The most notable, everyone would say, is Roy Keane. There's no denying that Roy Keane was a thug. Only thing is, he was a bloody good footballer as well. Fellaini is not a good footballer, so he's going to get he's going to get a lot more stick, isn't he, when he does daft things like that. It's like, Fellaini, if you're not going to do anything good on the pitch, at least don't give fouls every 10 seconds. And that is what he does. I'm sorry, guys, I'm trying really hard, but I just can't see what he brings to Man United at all. He won one header in the box in that game last night. He's just not a Man United player. He knows it, we know it. Just get rid. I think the next manager that comes in, especially if it's Mourinho, I don't think he'll be playing Fellaini very much in many games at all. Moving on, of course, now it's sort of a free-for-all in it for the press to have a go at us at the minute. Just been knocked out the Europa League, got a crunch match against City, then an FA Cup replay against West Ham. People know that it's very possible this could be a very bad 8 days for Man United. But yeah, Chris Waddle's come out and said something as well. He said Man United have no identity. This is something I completely disagree with, because he would have been saying that no matter what. Say if in the summer we went out and spent a ridiculous amount of money on the best players in the world, brought them all to Man United, won the league, running around with 21 Premier Leagues, absolutely buzzing. You'd have had people like that coming out saying, well, Man United don't have identity. I remember when they used to play kids. Now they're going out spending the money on the best in the world. So now this season, we've played a lot of our kids. I mean a lot, like a ridiculous amount of times we've played teenagers in games. And we're not doing too well. But now we're still lacking identity because we're not doing too well. And it's just like, guys, these kids aren't going to be as good as the class of 92. No one will be. Get over it. It's like, no matter what Man United do, they always will be lacking identity to some pundits. Just ignore them. They're all talking daft. Right, moving on from that. Paul Scholes, he's had a lot to say about Man United in the past few months. And to be honest, I've agreed with a lot of it. What he said about Louis van Gaal, I've agreed with it. But what's come out today is something that's really annoyed me, to be honest, and suggests that Paul Scholes had a bit of an agenda all along. He's basically asked the question, why can't Ryan Giggs be manager? Now, straight away there, that just instantly shuts me off to anything that Paul Scholes says anymore, because it shows that he's not about what's best for Man United. All he wants is his best mate Ryan Giggs in the job, and that's why he's been slagging off Louis van Gaal for the past few months. No doubt that Louis van Gaal deserves the criticism that he's got from Scholesy, but it seems now that Scholes has an agenda all along. If he come out and just said, you know, or sort of sat on the fence really and just said whatever the club decide, then fair enough. A man who has been sitting on the fence very, very well is Nemanja Vidic, actually. Nemanja Vidic has come out and said, you know, Ryan Giggs knows the workings of the club, but Jose Mourinho is a very successful manager in the past, and he said, I'm sure the board will make the right decision. Yeah, I wish I was as sure as you, Nemanja, to be honest. But yeah, that's what our ex-captain has said on report to Mourinho or Giggs coming in to Manchester United. Right, let's finish on something that's not about how rubbish Man United are, shall we? Wayne Rooney has been allowed on social media again, and he's embarrassed himself again. Yesterday he put the St. Patrick's Day, message up. He included a little emoji of the Irish flag, except it wasn't the Irish flag. As any vexillologist will tell you, the Ivory Coast flag is very similar to it. And he put the Ivory Coast flag, basically the reverse. But yeah, Wayne, come on now, simple mistake. It's even near the Ireland flag in the emoji list. Just come on, use brain, use it, please, use it. Moving on from that as well, an ex-player has been called up for England, an ex-academy graduate. That is me, Drinkwater. He's been brought up for England. It's not really me. Danny Drinkwater's been brought up. No, he's not my brother, but yeah, he has finally been called up to the England squad. He's had a good season this year, completely deserved. And I tell you what, it's bloody embarrassing, isn't it, when you've got ex-Man United graduates like that being called up for the England squad. And this time, Man United have one player in the England team. One. And that's Chris Smalling. How far we have fell. Guys, get your comments in below. Tell me about my thoughts on the game. Tell me about Howard Webb, Chris Waddle, Paul Scholes, Nemanja Vidic, Wayne Rooney, Danny Drinkwater. Get your comments in below. Tell me about all those things. I'm sorry it's been such a mad one. I've been Gaz on Full Time Devils in a bit.
Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm Adam McCullough outside Old Trafford, where Manchester United have drawn 1-1 with Liverpool and have crashed out of the Europa League 3-1 on aggregate.